High up in the Peruvian Andes, at an altitude of 3,000 meters, lies the small village of Coyur. Carlos has lived here all his life. For him, access to drinking water has never been a problem. It comes straight from the Quilcay River.
The river is down there. It comes all the way here through this faucet. We use it for everything. To drink, to cook, to shower, everything.
But in 2018, a study showed that the village water was contaminated by heavy metals. Carlos knows, but he has no other choice.
It's dangerous, but we drink it anyway. We all do. Because there's no drinking water available. Sometimes it makes us feel sick.
Researchers say some 40% of the region's residents drink polluted water. To understand why this water, once pure, became poisoned, we have to go up to an altitude of 5,000 meters in the heart of the Cordillera Blanca mountain range. It is here, at the foot of the Pastoruri Glacier, that the rivers take their source. But climate change is pushing the glacier back by 16 meters each year. Ángel Salas is a geologist at INAIGEM, the National Institute for Glaciers and Mountains.
It used to go from there on that summit down to there.
The problem, according to him, is that these rocks are packed with heavy metals that have been uncovered by the melting ice.
When the glacier covered the rocks, it was like a protection. But when the rock comes into contact with water, it oxidizes, acidifying the water and releasing those metals.
At least 60 lakes in this mountain range have been contaminated with zinc, lead, and copper. It's visible even to the naked eye. In the most affected bodies of water, rocks take on a bright orange color, making the water almost as acidic as vinegar and unfit for consumption. One of Angel's co-workers, Yedi Montano, is here to test the water from a river below.
Here we have a pH of 3.8, and it's going to drop more, so that means this water is very acidic. Normally water should have a pH of between 6.5 and 8.5 to be drinkable.
This acidity is poisoning locals. At the Coyur Health Center, Dr. Massimo Francisco sees it every day. Patients complain from stomach aches or sometimes suffer from much more serious illnesses.
We mainly have undernourished patients with anemia, parasites, or gastric and kidney problems. And the contaminated water is causing cancers as well. There's a higher rate of cancers here, mostly breast, uterine, and stomach cancers.
Humans aren't the only ones affected. Animals and crops are too. In these villages where people live mainly from agriculture, losing their livestock would mean losing their income. Emilio Mendez works on a farm further upstream. To avoid giving his animals polluted water, he goes downstream every week to villages where the water is treated.
When I go up to the farm for the animals, if I really need water, I still take water from the river, and it has a different, more acidic flavor. But now I try to go back with treated water, which I boil and put in containers on my farm.
There are solutions to purify the water. Treatment plants have been built in a few towns. But decontamination is expensive and downright ineffective during the dry season when there's less water and the metal concentration is higher. So researchers are looking at other possibilities, like plants that clean the water.
We've found acid-resistant bacteria that can reduce the acidity of the water. There's also this typical species from the Ancash region. What it does is absorb metals through its roots and then store them in the part of the plant that's above ground.
These discoveries offer hope, but remain difficult to implement on a large scale for now. The glaciers of the Cordillera Blanca could be completely gone by 2030, which would contaminate the majority of the region's waterways with heavy metals.